Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. When I'm recording this, the quick drafts for the Dominaria format just went live, and I'm actually recording my very first one. My only experience with the Dominaria Limited format was a Team Grand Prix, so I know very little about what we're doing. So I'm gonna hop right in and we can learn together. So, this is apparently the pack of mythic uncommons. Icy Manipulator is insane. It'll be in any deck that you decide to play, and it will be very good in all of those decks. It's good on offense, defense, whatever. Then there is also Tatiova, Benthic Druid. This card is also extremely good. I have heard from pros and such that I think it might even be better than Icy Manipulator. But it is two colors, and the color requirements on this card are not heavy, and so it is very splashable, which is nice. But, like I said, I could go into absolutely any colors, and the Manipulator will be a very good card. So even if this is the slightly better one, I'm 100% to get a playable out of this. So I'm going to go with the Manipulator. It's funny. Woodland Cemetery I would consider drafting because it's always nice to get dual lands, but this is actually the only one that I already have a set of on Magic the Gathering Arena, so don't need a fifth Woodland Cemetery. Let us see. We don't have any other great commons like the Good Removal or something. Skittering Surveyor is quite good. It's good in the same vein as the Icy Manipulator, because I'll play it in anything and it enables a wider range of what I can play. You can splash off of it and stuff like that. I think I'm going to take Fungal Plots. I mentioned that I played the Team Limited Grand Prix, and this was one of my best cards. I think this card's really good. I am not super in love with this pack. Nothing strikes me as incredible. Grow from the Ashes is also green, matching that Fungal Plots from earlier, so that's a bit of a consideration. Helps you splash and play big, scary things, so that's cool. I think Vicious Offering is a fine removal spell. I would be happy to have it. Green and black also pair very well, especially with something like Fungal Plots, because those are the colors that give a lot of Saproling synergies. Some people like Warcry Phoenix, but I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I think it is a relatively small creature on its own, and it's hard to be attacking enough in this format to get the effect. One other card I would consider is Gideon's Reproach. I think it's quite efficient, and it will kill a lot of the things you care about. I think that's a good card. Academy Journey Mage is fine. It's good in, like, the Blue-Red Wizards tempo deck. That is the type of thing I'm least interested in doing. Both of my cards so far want to go slow and play long. I think it's between the Offering and the Grow from Ashes, and I'm going to pick that one. I'm not 100% on that decision. Okay, not in love with this pack. We've got a bunch of mediocre tricks. I don't even know what type of card, or what type of deck exactly wants this card. Could pick Krosan Druid. It's good in, it's good with, for instance, making a lot of mana, because it can stabilize a board, gaining lots and lots of life. I think I'm actually going to take the Deathbloom Thallid. I think this card is, I just think it's good. That's all I have to say about that. Could take another Grow from the Ashes. Continue to leave myself open. If I opened a strong card in basically any color, I could probably play it with that much fixing. I could take Chainer's Torment. This just makes a giant unbeatable monster. I think I'll take this. I think I'll have more opportunities to get, if not this, then this type of effect. Okay. Again, I really don't know, because from what I understand, this format is very slow, so you can take a higher curve than you normally would. Perhaps I'm supposed to take the Stronghold Confessor. 3/3 Menace for 4 isn't bad, and sometimes you can just play this early to block or whatever. think this card's okay. It's better in, like, black-white, because those are the historic colors. I'll probably just take Adventurous Impulse. If I draft some big scary creature like the dragon, Darga's Reincarnated, I want to be able to dig to it, and this will help make my mana a little better. So, okay. It looks like green is open. I am glad to get a fight card here. Let's see. I don't really love anything in this pack. This is the type of thing where it makes me wonder if I'm supposed to be in red, because Keldon Raider is actually quite good. I don't know. I don't really want to be red with what I have so far, so I really don't want to be playing Primordial Worm, though, so I'm going to take the Keldon Raider, and maybe if good things keep coming my way, then maybe I'll change over to that. This is a card that makes me sad we're in best of one, because the black-white deck has lots of equipment in it, and so this would be a cool thing to board in. But you can't board, so I guess I take Frenzied Rage again in case I'm red, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Okay, Rona is quite good, so I guess I will take that. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably just supposed to be red. Like, this is a powerful card. Especially with Grow from the Ashes and stuff, I'm going to have a lot of mana. Like this, not in love with it. Okay. Even though I hadn't exactly played a lot of Hour of Devastation before I was doing those drafts, I did feel like I understood the format a lot better. Okay, this is another card that would make me want to splash if I were... now I'll have cards of every color. Could just take the Untamed Kavu. 5/5 Vigilance Trample for 5 is very powerful. So that would be a good thing to have, but this card is really gross. So I will take it. And this is one of the things I like about having like a powerful thing that can go in any color, and something to dig for lands, and mana fixing. I can just take the really powerful cards and hope that it comes together later. It's possible that I'm supposed to be a Navigator's Compass deck. This is card disadvantage, doesn't actually get you ahead on mana, and so is not inherently a good card, but if I wind up with good stuff in every color, then I'm going to want it. I'm probably being too wishy-washy. I should probably pick some colors, go in on it, start filling out with things like Vicious Offering or Yavimaya Sapherd or such. Yeah, I'm going to make the call. I'm going to basically go back to black-green and look to splash Ariel. Danoth is an okay card, but only if you have a lot of equipment and stuff. 2/2 First Strike Vigilance Lifelink. Those are good abilities, but her body just isn't big enough to be great on its own. I don't really have much removal yet, so I'm going to take the Vicious Offering. I guess I did have a little bit of removal because I already had one of these. I only have one legendary creature, but just strictly better Pounce is fine. This card would be better if I had a bunch of the Saproling Migrations, the kicker cards, but as is, it's just kind of whatever. I think I'm going to take Wild Onslaught. I think this is going to be good if I continue with green-black, because I'm probably going to have a lot of Saprolings. Speaking of Saprolings, Fungal Infection is nice. It makes sure that I don't die early, so I have time to get ahead with Fungal Plots or Ariel or whatever. So I think I'm actually going to take that. I was close to getting the Sap Herd. I do want to start picking things like this up, but... Okay, I don't love this. I keep seeing, like, all the cards that are just like this, and... I mean, I guess it's fine. I'll get to rebuy my creature if somehow it dies, but the 1/1 is barely anything, and if they kill it in response, you just get blown out. I think I'm just going to take a Short Sword. Be nice to have at least a little bit of equipment. If I am looking to be white, I guess I could take a Triumph of Gerard. This card is... It's nice if you have Knight synergies, and I even do have that a little bit with Ariel, but there's so many Saprolings that A board covered in 1/1s is not where I want to be with a 3/1. Probably just actually take Sanctum Spirit. I don't even have a lot of things to pitch to this so far, but feels like the goal of this draft is to make me hate every card in every pack, and maybe that means I'm just not evaluating things correctly? I don't know. I guess I could be just looking to move into, like, thorough 3-color. Like, you can see there are 8 cards in this pack, so 6 have been taken and there's no green left. So I'm probably not going to be getting that much more green, but I might be getting some decent white cards. The Skin Witch is fine. It's okay. I don't love it. I wish this were like an isolated chapel. It would help me splash. This is a good card to have. This card is quite powerful. It makes combat very hard from your opponent, and is particularly good in black-green where you're making Sapperlings. Take a Divest. Probably not going to play it. Don't think it's that great. Okay, now that I look like I am going to be 3-color, I'm going to go ahead and take a Compass. Again, I keep being unexcited. It's possible I should have taken that Partic Wander, just because it's big. Yeah, I should have. I should have thought about that more, at least. Not going to play any of these cards. Apparently the AIs do not like blue. Okay. Now I kind of wish I were red. She's not even that great of a limited Planeswalker, but I don't want to draft it anyway just to have the Mythic Rare. Eh. I don't think that's great. I think the real pick, wow. I just kind of need this whole pack. Because there's good removal, which I still don't have a lot of yet. There is another Thallid Omnivore, and then there are good Thallid cards. So I might even wheel something good. Man, I really want to take this just for Constructed, but I don't think I'm supposed to. I'll take the Thallid Omnivore. This pack is like the opposite of the last one. It has a whole bunch of cards that I don't want. I think I'll take the Baloth Gorger. It's a good use for my mana when I'm making too much. Sweet! I've been looking for these the whole draft. Very glad to pick up Land of War Elves. Great card for getting ahead. 2 Sulfur Falls in a row. Am I going to play any of these cards? No. I could play Dub, but I'm not into that. I'm going to rare draft. Feel less bad about rare drafting at this point. Okay, now that I'm white, Shauna seems very good. With Sapperlings and stuff, she's gonna get really big, and she's immune to like a lot of the white removal, like Seal Away. Okay, now that I'm 3 colors, I do like Grow from the Ashes. Final Parting seems no, wait, this isn't that thing. Okay, I thought this was the kill spell because it has like similar art with Liliana and stuff. This is the weird Demonic Tutor and Tomb. Is that good in my deck? Not really. That seems pretty slow. Could take Pierce the Sky. It's normally a better sideboard card, but maybe I'll main deck 1 since we're in best of 1. Again, everything is just blue. Okay, this is my first pack again, right? Yeah. And everything that I wanted got taken, and blue was what's left. Unfortunate. I'm actually looking to be short on playables. Ugh. I love when the uncommon legends are just the most giant, ridiculous monsters. Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure one of those is okay, I guess. Okay. You can probably tell from the tone of my voice, I'm really not in love with this deck. I barely had enough playables. 3 color, which means I'm probably going to lose at least 1 game to my mana. Wait, is Shauna not in my deck? Oh, okay. So I get to play at least 1 better card. Good, because I think Gaia's Protector is very bad. Yay. Yeah, I really don't like how this draft turned out. I don't think this deck is very good. I guess it was really weird, right? Because in pack 1, if I thought I was supposed to be any color besides these three, it was red. And then in packs 2 and 3, I was just seeing good blue cards everywhere, but I didn't think I had enough of a deck to move into blue. Like, maybe that was wrong. It's maybe that I was... possible that I was just supposed to be blue. And maybe I had a great blue deck and just didn't draft it. Which is even especially weird, given that I specifically made some early picks to try and stay open. Well, that's an opening hand, I guess. We might be in for a quick one. Oh my gosh. Guess I'll keep this, but sure, I guess. Hopefully my opponent's playing something with flyers. Is that worth hitting with the fungal infection? Probably, I guess. I'm not doing anything else for a million years. Be able to get a little bit of damage in and also have a Thallid on the board for this Omnivore later. And I don't even completely want to sack this to the Omnivore. I would like to just cover the board in as many Saprolings as possible, kick a wild onslaught, and have a giant team and kill my opponent. Come on, just play some flyer. Yeah, this is instant. Decision to go 3-color. Already, between having to mulligan that first hand, that was partially on being 3-color. You saw I had like one white card and a bunch of black cards and the triple forest. And if it had instead just been 4 black cards, that would have been just as unkeepable. What's this do? Okay. It's a bear that'll get bigger. This is the type of board where Thallid Omnivore is very good, because I can just attack in, and if they block, I eat the Saproling, and they lose their guy. So they can't attack they cannot block effectively. This is an instant? Yeah, that's kind of gross. I would feel a lot better if I had a way to play this card. Even just as a 2-mana 3/3, that would be great. God, and I didn't get a single Saproling migration. I think I saw one, but picked something more important. I don't remember exactly what I picked over it. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what my opponent decides to do here. Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. Attack for 5, that's fine. Or turn clock. I'm gonna get aggressive here. I'm going to do this. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to read the card to make sure I'm not doing something stupid. Wait, no. Why did it list the kicker option first? That was weird. But yeah, now I'm attacking back for 6, and so I'm way ahead in this race. It's possible my opponent has like a cast down or something, and I will be very sad that I blew my big scary pump spell, but... Oh. Combat. X. I'm even really glad to draw this, because now if they have a removal spell, I can sack this, or sack whatever they try to kill, and blow out their Banalish Honor Guard, and then they're not getting anywhere. Yep, exactly. Like this. Target a creature. That one. Sacrifice. Target a cast down. And now, no one has much of anything. Hopefully they are relying on their Giant Bomb Lyra Dawnbringer, and that was all they had. Okay! Hey, they played a flyer. Oh yeah, this is a cat. Yeah. I like how, Arena ends up reminding you of things like that. Like, I had completely forgotten that that was a cat warrior. My opponent gives me the nice for my extremely well thought out main deck Pierce the Sky. I guess I play this out because I have the Baloth Gorger in my deck, and I don't want to lose both guards to a kicked Calico Skin Witch. I'm not sure of any particular advantage of keeping one land in hand. If I'd had 2 lands there, I suppose I could have held both to try to protect her against the Skin Witch. Oh, man. Oh. Well, they have the Skin Witch, but not... Oh, man, suddenly I can't attack anymore. Oh. Well, that is a very good card to draw here. This will make a very large creature. So jealous of all my opponent's planes. They're attacking to shrink my chainer. Okay, I guess. I will get a smaller giant monster, but it really doesn't matter, because they are still trading damage very inefficiently here. They have something. Like I said, I know general themes of the set, I know what the rares and mythics do, and things like that. I'm not super familiar with the things that really mean to... that it really means to learn a limited format. I don't know every trick at every mana cost in each color, so I have no idea. Okay. That's not really a trick, that's just a removal spell, that's fine. Oh, that is a large creature. How about I'm not, like, dead from this? This will be able to get me for 5? No, and I'm gonna lose. Yeah. I am at a scary life total, but I'm not dead. I'm not going to attack, because that doesn't do anything. My opponent is winning the race on the board now. Needs some removal or something. They get to draw an extra card here. It's possible that I'm not supposed to play Shauna. I'm just supposed to keep her in hand to pitch to... Oh, yeah, now it just looks super dead. It is really unfortunate. Suppose I could still draw removals. No, they have the short swords. This is... I don't have any saprolings to sacrifice the Omnivore? Yep. Oh, Chainer's Torment, you've betrayed me. That's real unfortunate. I thought I was in a really good spot that game, and then my opponent played a bunch of good cards, and my Chainer made me lose that big life total advantage I'd built up. Yeah, I've got a bunch of the garbage that I didn't like, but I do have probably the best card in my deck, and I'm gonna be able to ramp up and get some mana going, so... Tap X untapped Knights, and I don't really have any other Knights, which kind of sucks, but she can make some, so... Nothing in particular to do. Okay, opponent getting their card selection on. They must have a lot of historic cards to be playing that. Okay. Cool. Would have liked to draw that last game. I didn't even have that many creatures in the yard, but it would have been something. I really don't like putting the kicker up front. Like, that's not how you're going to end up casting a lot of these spells most of the time. I'm supposed to go for double green or double black? Just in what I have going on, I think I want to get another swamp. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Because next turn I will be able to Ariel and then put Demonic Vigor on it, so even if they have an answer for my big scary bomb, and then I immediately draw another black. Even if they draw an answer for my big scary bomb, I'll be able to get her back, assuming it isn't some sort of exile removal. Oh, please don't have a counter spell. Oh, that's so brutal. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Fungal plots is a reason to get a second green there, and of course when I immediately drew another swamp, I wish I had, but... Okay. Hard doesn't really do anything. Most of the time it's a 1/3 with vigilance for 2. It is a historic card though, so that matters in its own ways. Just this card. Okay. Now that I have a million lands and everything working out on its own, I draw this. Sometimes things just really aren't set up to work out for you. It's okay. This locks down this board pretty well, and I can even... Oh, I can pitch the Navigator's Compass to it if they try to kill it. That's neat. Although I do kind of hate cards with no mana cost activated abilities in Arena, because you have to click through every priority step, and it's really irritating. I'm back to playing MTGO instead of playing one of the best parts about this format, which is that everything goes quickly. Oh. If I recall correctly, this card had a really nice flavor text. It's kind of sad that you don't get that in Magic Online. Sure. Yep. Okay, they hit some of my better cards, but I have fungal plots in play, so... Oh. Okay. I'm going to stick a Demonic Vigor on this creature. And they can try to trade here, but I'll just pitch the Compass to eat their Homerid. Yeah, discard a historic card, so I can discard this artifact. Yeah. They don't bite. Do I play the Llanowar Elves, or do I activate Fungal Plots? I guess I'll just play the Elves. It'll tap for green in later turns, so I can start activating my plots more aggressively. It is kind of funny, if my opponent's actually playing like a dedicated mill deck, my Fungal Plots is going to get really good really fast. Okay. The Dean. Yeah, whatever. They are attacking for 5, but I have a 4/3 lifelink. I'm not going to lose this race. Can even kick this now? That's kind of cool. But yeah. Just attack with this one. Again, if they try to get fancy with blocks to kill it, I'll just pitch the Nav Compass. That's fine. Gets me a little bit blown out by a removal spell, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now I will play with Kicker. I get 2, so I guess I'll get 2 forests now. I have plenty of everything else. Oh yeah, and they come in untapped. So, yeah, I'll just end my turn. I'll be able to make 2 Saprolings. Can turn those into cards in life if I have to. That's cool. I have 3 creatures in here, I think? Yeah. That's a good card. My opponent really wants to race my big lifelinking creature. Yes. Why did they make me, like, pick up my graveyard myself? Okay. This is actually great, because it means I won't even have to trade my Sanctum Spirit. And it's another Saproling. Kind of like this animation for Hexproof. It's like the... looks like the sort of magical shield. Okay, opponent doesn't want to block, because they know that will end poorly for them. Yeah, I'll just end my turn here. That's a good card. Normally this is great for racing, because it means that I can't block, but I wasn't interested in blocking before, I'm not interested in blocking now. Yeah, sure. Hit me for 7. Even with this, and assuming I had nothing else, they still aren't able to race. Okay. Good draw, but there's no reason I have to do that right now. Cool. Get a cantrip. Let's see if I can find something sweet. Yeah. I'll take the new giant monster. That seems great. My opponent's been attacking out as much as they could every turn, and I'm at 20. And now, like, if they want to attack with these anymore... Let's forget this card has first strike, I need to watch out for that. Can't just attack Saprolings into it. Yeah, I'm out of creature cards in here, so I will go to my turn. Ooh, that's nice. They probably don't have anything? I think I'm just going to go to combat. What's probably going to end up happening is they will block in some way to try to kill Shana or the Sanctum Spirit, and then I can mess that up pretty bad with Animus to eat Shalai with Shana, and then Fungal Infection on something else. My opponent could have something here, but I don't think they do. I think they would have been playing differently a long time ago. This is actually cool because this will make Shana into a 7/7 even as she gets some damage on her, and then this also pumps Shana. So this attack is about to get blown out very badly if my opponent doesn't have anything. Let's see, she will have plenty of power to kill all those, so yeah, that seems good. Let's see. Ancient Animus. Sorry, creature you control. Eat that one. Then Fungal Infection this. So this just eats their crab, and then I also get a Saproling. Yeah. I wondered what went weird there. It was like the game sort of stopped in the middle of damage, but that was my opponent conceding. Which was correct, because their entire board was about to disappear. Okay, that was a little bit more what I was hoping for the deck. Waiting... That's another weird thing. I hadn't thought about that. So, this is one of the somewhat uncommon formats where people actively choose to be on the draw, because it's slow enough that the extra card matters more than the bit of extra tempo from playing first. But MTG Arena doesn't give you that option. It doesn't say, you won the die roll, play first. It just sticks someone on the play of the draw. This is a hand that makes me glad I drafted Navigator's Compass, because I'll actually be able to cast my Grow from the Ashes. Hope Chainer's Torment doesn't kill me again. I'm just gonna play Swamp, leave up Fungal Infection. Don't need to play the Navigator's Compass out yet. I can do that next turn. That is not a creature that Fungal Infection really works on. Oh, cool. And now suddenly I don't need the Compass. I suppose, yeah, I actually shouldn't have played this. I should have saved it for that Spirit. Use it as an indestructible trick like I did last time. Okay. Opponent ramping, getting ahead. Might not have time to resolve this Chainer's Torment and attack them with, or fight their guy with my big thing. We'll see what they do with their mana advantage. That's a weird choice. Nothing else, so it's going to put the counter on this again next turn? Okay. Okay, so this gets the land untapped, so I can go get a green and then cast Adventurous Impulse. That's pretty cool. Just seems like a really weird play to me. Cool. This hand is just really awkward because it's got some good stuff going on, but all of the cards that I want to cast cost 4. That's part of... I mentioned before, this deck just has a lot of problems, and one of them being that, like, a lot of my good cards all cost the same amount. Okay. Looks like my opponent's kind of out of stuff to do. I could kind of 2-for-1 myself to avoid getting smacked for a bunch by this. Like by using Fungal Infection to create a Saproling and then Vicious Offering to kill it. I don't love that, though. I think I just need to get going on the board. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Chainer's Torment. This takes a while, but hopefully... My opponent's not really doing much of anything. Hopefully they will continue to not do anything, and I will make a big Nightmare Horror that will win the game by itself. Yep. We'll get in for some damage and they'll gain some life back. Or not? What are they doing? Did they mean to attack and they accident? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they meant to go to attacks and hit me, but... Oh. Okay, opponent's even more ambitious than I am. Yep, sure. Now... I play this one or this one? I don't have any Saprolings, and I don't have anything I want to sacrifice, so this creature isn't even that good. Probably just gonna play the Sentry. God, this card is doing the same thing I complained about earlier. Keeps giving me priority even when I'm tapped out, because I always have this available. Okay. Now this is kind of protected, so I shouldn't aim a regular kill spell at it, although notably Vicious Offering still works. No blockers, sure. Getting put to an odd number is a little annoying. It means this is about to nudge me for a lot, but then this thing is really big. As long as they don't have a way to deal with it, I'm in a good spot. Okay, now Navigator's Compass is finally actually doing something. Because I can play this, and I'm still leaving up black with the Compass. possible I'm even supposed to do a Demonic Vigor here, but I don't think so. I think I'd rather just leave up Fungal Infection, probably going to infect this Dauntless Bodyguard. Especially if my opponent does something like pass with this creature up. They are probably intending to block and then... yeah, I'll get in with my bird. They'll probably be intending to block and then sacrifice this to give Indestructible so that my Nightmare Horror doesn't just eat their thing. But that will not work if on their end step I get rid of this card. They will be able to deny me the Saproling. That's a little annoying. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and do this. Ah, opponent had already passed through the turn. Yeah, so what I'm probably going to do here is I'm just going to use Ancient Animus. Yep. Basically impossible for them to pump this enough to... Yeah. Opponent probably flooded out. They played a lot of lands across different colors. Who knows, maybe they were even 5-color and just missing their black to cast some awesome black cards in hand, but they didn't really have too many decisions, and I just had a giant monster. Oh no! Oh, that's sad. They flash me the GGs and then they have the kill spell for my guy? That's brutal. They have something else too? Okay, sure. And I think second main, I don't have enough mana to cast the Omnivore. I'm just going to... no. Going to, again, make this black. And I'll stick Demonic Vigor on my Aven Sentry. I guess I should have done that pre-combat, but it wouldn't have actually mattered. Okay. Just gonna kill that. Cool. Now I have enough mana that I can... Vicious Offering. Yeah, it'll be very difficult for my opponent to live through the turn. I was a little freaked out when they gave the good game and then had a removal spell and some other response. Okay. Just trying to show off their sweet saga before conceding, I guess. Alright, we're 2-1. Already kind of doing better than I honestly would have expected. As I said, I don't think this deck is very good. Yeah, early interaction, very powerful late game. I'll probably just play that as a 4-4 and 4. It's possible my deck doesn't actually have enough creatures for this to be quite as good as I wanted it to be. Oh no. Goodbye, Baloth Gorger. I kind of needed you. Yeah, I got all my colors. If I draw Ariel, that'll be sweet. It's a bit of a weird play when my opponent knows that I've got the fungal plots. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and play this out. Also just kind of funny because Rat Colony, even if... Oh, well, I like that. I think I'm not actually even going to play that out first. I'm already ahead on board. Not by much, but I am. And my opponent's playing black, so I think they're likely to have at least a little bit of removal, and I want them to burn it on my mediocre flyer, not my awesome human knight creature. Okay. My opponent is going to need to do something soon, or they will just die to this. Is this a knight? No, it's a soldier. Dang. Okay. That's fine. This card is going to continue to make me feel silly. I'm just not going to attack with Ariel. I think this card is going to easily win the game on its own if I just sit here and make knights every turn. God, that art is so cool. She looks so awesome. I really like how stark the contrast on her armor is. Like, she's got that bright, shining white, but a lot of dark in it, too. Looks very nice. Maybe cast a historic spell. Okay, so they can keep getting that card back. Alright. My opponent is incentivized to start attacking, but they can't really do that. Like, I've got sapperlings, I've got elves that don't do anything. I can keep making more sapperlings. Yeah, I'm going to continue poking them with my bird and making knights, and I think it will be difficult to lose with this game plan. Aw, she doesn't make the sweet stained glass knight. That's kind of sad. That's a really good card.
I battle for the forces of good. Well chosen.
They can have a rat colony, I guess. Oh, but what I was gonna say is, this is kind of one of those, like, you have to dream real big to make that work cards. But even if you get 50 million rat colonies, there are so many sapperlings in this format. Like, they're still just trading for incidental value on your opponent's cards. Also, Ariel could start just eating these rat colonies now, because with her ability to tap untap knights. Let's see. My opponent's so low that I'm kind of tempted to just start hitting, to just hit them and ignore the Karn. I mean, what's Karn doing? He can just get another rat colony? I don't think I care about that. Let's attack them. Yep, sure. Yeah, you can have the swamp. Karn has not been impressive this game. Now I mentioned how they wanted to start beating back because Ariel was going to take over this game. Now it's too late. They can't. If they attack, they will just die. Might just die anyway. Okay, let's see blocks. They block these three, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on board. I still don't have any creatures in the great... Wait, I do. Why didn't I do this a while ago? I forgot that they took my Baloth. It's possible now that I was still supposed to just do this, hold off, continue getting ahead. I kind of want to go for the kill, but... Let's see, they had 8 mana. It's 9 to kick a fight with fire. That's the main thing I can think of that would really punish me for not going for the kill already. And I kind of like getting really aggressive just because then I can rebuild with fungal plots. So I think I am going to attack with everyone. And then I'll activate Ariel to get another knight. I probably actually should have just declared my attackers and then activated her, tapped these knights, and killed the rat colony. Make it more likely that I'm going to get through with lethal this turn. Yeah, that was definitely better. Okay, opponent didn't have anything, and we got to kill them. Alright. Opponent had some... Like, obviously Karn is a good card, and they might have even had a good deck for Karn. Black-red would have the best removal. You could protect Karn pretty easily, but they didn't show that. They didn't cast a bunch of removal spells. Their only interaction was that divest. They showed a bunch of rat colonies. Yeah, I guess. This hand needs to draw lands. If I draw plains, it's actually pretty sweet. I will lead on forest in case I do. Hopefully this is as bad for my opponent as it has been for me. Yeah, rewarded. Again, really wish I had, like, Saproling migrations and stuff to make this card actually good, but we'll take what we can get. Hopefully my opponent's only interaction is Seal Away. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill that. Get my mediocre beats on. Oh my. If there's ever been, like, just a state that sums up the problems with my deck, this is it. Got a bunch of colors and 4 cards that cost 4. I can't even cast this one. Guess I can kill that. Is that worth it? Still can't attack in then because she'll have a damage marked on her. I think I still probably do. At least she will be bigger for my opponent's turn. So then... yeah, I don't know. It's possible I'm supposed to hold this for 1,000,000 turns until I, like, get a big Baloth Gorger on. Okay. I like that. It's a little slow. I would have preferred just an actual land, but I will take what I can get. They could have, like... I think there's a red 1 mana pump that would have been good there, but... definitely getting another green so I can cast my big beast. I was a little mana screwed, but quickly drew out of it. My opponent is more mana screwed, and now maybe they're drawing out of it? I don't know. This costs a lot of mana to actually do, so it's not actually effective at just keeping me away forever. That was... I don't like this attack, because if my opponent had not attacked, then I can... like, right now, I can play a creature, and I can attack in with Shauna, and it's safe. Whereas, even if they don't want to trade here, I am definitely not attacking a 3/3 into these 2 bad creatures. Especially not a 3/3 with the potential to get so much better. Playing these ones out first, because there's a chance that I just start running lands a lot, and I end up wanting to kick the Gorger. Probably not, but I don't think it's so much better to have on board. Oh no. Oh, they had to sack their Skirk Prospector. Alright. This card is going to keep making me look dumb. I don't know if I'm supposed to main deck this. People keep talking about how you should main deck a Disenchant. I don't know, in Best of 1, if there's more or less value to main decking a Pierce the Sky. It was really good that one time. Okay, I can't attack super well anymore. I don't love that. I guess if I play and kick this, then a land next turn lets me kick the Baloth Gorger. Which, that's pretty sweet. I'm not going to attack with these because I can sack to make them bigger, but if they block with both, I'm just trading my 2 creatures for theirs, and I don't like that. Yeah, I think this board is stalled out enough that I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I can even get a black and a green and be leaving up Pierce the Sky this turn? Oh yeah. I don't think I have a reason to want double white. opponent is also playing a lot of colors. Sure. Okay, they need a double black. Man, I am so incredibly smart. Alright, resolve it. Let's see what they got. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Okay. I guess I'm glad they didn't play Arvad and then a Demon Lord. Then Pierce the Sky wouldn't have even been able to kill it. I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, no tax. Next turn, I'm incentivized to start attacking with everyone. Jeez. I think I'm just dead, though. Like, they play this guy that I can't really deal with, and they're still leaving up cast down. I'll play it out, but I think this one's over. This was a good draw. I can play and kick that, too. That was... This card is usually good. It's a 6 mana 6/6 flying trample that it's hard to go wrong. That guarantees you a card. I have never seen it draw another giant demon, a big awesome board stabilizing legendary creature, and a removal spell. Not just any removal spell, like a premium removal spell. Like, oh man, that was gross. Interesting that they'd rather do that than cast their giant demon. I'm probably not even supposed to burn this, even if I can. Okay. Makes mana, but doesn't help cast the one card in their hand. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out. Because casting this isn't even that good. Like, 5/5s and 5/4s are not powerful on this board. They're not really getting a lot done. But if I, say, draw fungal plots, and I can really quick exile, I guess I only have 2, but if I can make a couple saplings and then also get those big, then I might be able to choose something here. Maybe this will just kill my opponent. Nope. Sure. They can even cast that. Okay, opponent also being pretty defensive, which is probably correct. I'm gonna hold this. The 3 life is less relevant than indestructible here. But opponent being defensive, which I think is correct, their board state is so overwhelming that they are extremely likely to win this game. Unless they get a little too frisky on an attack, I have a trick or something and get ahead on board, and then I just kill them on the backswing. Yep, sure. You can take 3 hits from this. Or take 2. It takes 3 to kill me. It's not like I could block anyway. So I can cast that and then still play and kick Wild Onslaught. So that's probably what will end up happening. Ugh, this Arvad, it's speeding up the rate at which I die, it's making this card much too big, and it represents a bunch of lifelink and trading with my guys no matter how big they are. Like, this is another card that I often see be fine, but on this board it's nuts. Sure. Yeah, I need to win this next turn, so. Opponent not casting this is kind of weird. Well, I only have one play, and that's to attack with everyone. Huh. I just thought about it, but maybe I was supposed to attack with this before. Like, attack into it and know that it's gonna get blocked, but pitch the nav compass. This block is not good enough. They do have to block with Arvad. Let's see. Arvad's so good. Yeah, and this puts me to no, I can play this and actually be alive on board, which is kind of funny. Not quite dead. I am 99% to lose, but not dead. Huh. Maybe they don't attack with the Cyclops out of fear. They should make sure that I'm going to die on the next turn. I was just thinking about how fungal plots could, like, keep me in it, because I very quickly make a bunch of saplings, sack them all to gain life back. Oh, am I dead now? Not on board. They must have a trick. No? They have a burn spell? Okay. This is such an aggressive attack. Like, I definitely wouldn't have attacked with this one. It doesn't change the clock. And, like, it was putting them nearly dead to a removal spell. Because this is gonna nug them for a lot. Okay. Flooded out real bad this game. I guess I played some Growth from the Ashes, but oh man, we saw so many lands, and especially saw lands when we really needed not to. I believe that takes me to 3-2. At the very worst, I can't go negative. So. Opponent's name is Deceptive. I know that there are a lot more Magic players out there than that. Yeah, I can't keep this. Navigator's Compass is so bad. Demonic Vigor is so bad, but I guess I keep this hand. Every game I play with this deck, I just want to draw Ariel. That card is sweet. Yes! There we go. This is another card that would have made a difference last game. This card... There are not a lot of cards that can win games entirely by themselves. It's like her and Lyra Dawnbringer, but... If you just actually draw nothing else to do, she's still good enough. Hopefully I'll also be able to set up the Ariel Demonic Vigor to keep her protected. Which would be nice against the black deck. Hopefully she doesn't get countered again. That was kind of sad last time. Sure. These types of cards are just so mediocre. Like, the presence of this is one of the things that makes this format so slow. No one's going to draft Goblin Pikers when there are 3-mana 2/3s around. But that kind of goes meta in that no one's going to draft Goblin Pikers, and so this card doesn't do anything. Okay, let's see. It wants to tap incorrectly, so I will not let it. Hexproof from white means that Ariel cannot kill it with her ability. That's a little sad. Oh my gosh! Even the same spell. God damn. On the bright side, I'll be able to play both of these next turn and just lock down the board. Opponent's like out of cards. Just gonna go ahead and get this down. She doesn't really do anything on this board, but that's fine. Oh no, I pumped my opponent's Knight of Malice. She will be really good now that Fungal Plots is going to start getting going. I only have the one creature, but that's fine. What's this one do? Okay. So I do need to watch out. We're going to be starting to punch in for some damage. Fucking Fungal Plots. How do I want to handle this? I think I'm going to go ahead, suit up Shauna, give her the vigor, and for now I'm just going to pass. I don't think I have good attacks yet, or at least I don't have good blocks after I attack. I'm gonna plink me again, that's fine. Or Ariel. You have been turned into a Sepperling. Okay, that's a good card. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this, this creature off the table. The first strike is really annoying. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting in with my Baloth, because my opponent's blocks are very unlikely to be good with the Ancient Animus to have Sisay, or Shauna, killing something. Sure. And then, yeah. I will go ahead and eat this Tolarian Scholar. They get their Sapperling, but that's fine. Now Shauna's huge, and their board is much diminished. Just gradually turning Shauna into a big monster, even though I only have 3 creatures. Okay. This card... I'm so torn on this. It keeps being really scary, but it also keeps providing much needed drains and health swings. I'm just worried I'm gonna play this and just die. I think I have thoroughly turned the corner and I'm beating my opponent down, though. I think this is what I need to be doing. Can't just hold this card. Opponent possibly missing a color or something? They haven't done anything in a while. Just keep drawing cards and passing. No? Well, I know which creature I'm sacrificing. I'm gonna sacrifice that one, because it's not very good. Okay, they want to race. It is fine by me. Yep, sure. This doesn't even get anything from me, and doesn't get anything great from my opponent. Okay, sure. Cool, now I can attack with Shauna again, because at worst she trades with their board, and then I get my Sapperling with Fungal Plots. If I attack with both, they can trade here and chump. I don't like that as much. I am scarily low. Like, as usual, Chainer's Torment was a liability, but I guess I hold this. I don't think it matters. But they chumped with that. I would have considered keeping this one just because it's likely to become unblockable and get through for a lot. Really threaten me. Yep, sure. Oh, okay. Now this is starting to get scary. Because this card can dome me out of nowhere. Oh, I'm glad to draw a lifelinker, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack with everyone. They have to block all 3, and so they're Oh yeah, so their blocks aren't very good. This will trade here, but that's fine. Forcing blocks where they can't gang up on my good creatures is good for me. And hell, even this dying and this dying is also fine, because I can make a Sapperling. So yeah. I'm just assuming my opponent has nothing. I feel like they would have been casting spells before if they had anything good. Yep, these are the blocks that were expected. Sure. And combat. Go ahead and play a lifelinker, which is awesome. Oh, this was a mistake. I should have played this forest, because if they kill my Sanctum Spirit, I'm going to want to be able to double activate fungal plots. This Artificer's Assistant has done a lot of damage. Okay. Oh. Now I'm trying to figure out what my best attacks are. If I attack with these, they double chump, eat this, I gain some life, but they could also have this trade-off with either of my 6/6s. I think I do play this card pre-combat, because it makes Shauna bigger, and so they have to block with... No, this creature has Death Touch. I think I'm just going to ship with all three of these. No, I changed my mind. I'm not shipping with this. It's not threatening lethal, so they can just let it through if they want to, and I don't want them to eat it. And these Deathbloom Thalids really lock down the board. My opponents had 3 on the board at various times. Oh yeah, and this attack's also good, because I keep forgetting that I put this Demonic Vigor over here, so... Yeah, they're incentivized to trade with the Horror instead of the better creature. Also, that trade means that they cannot, that I cannot activate Fungal Plots, because that was a token. Okay, sure. Now I'm glad that I'll be able to attack with this, because I really want to gain some life. I don't want to die to the stupid bird. Yep, sure. You might want to target yourself, opponent. Yep, they figured it out. Targeting me would not have been good. I kind of want to attack with this, because it makes either of these lethal. And I'm gaining a lot of life back here. I think this is reasonably safe. Yep. Oh yeah, they're dead on board. As long as I attack with everybody, if they don't have anything. Shauna was awesome this game. She just got big and has been smushing the whole time. Yay! Alright, 4 and 2, guaranteed to finish positive. I like that. Yep. Getting my daily win coins. Finally do Icy Manipulator, my pack one, pick one. I don't actually hate this hand. It needs creatures, which seems to be a recurring theme in the hands in this deck. But once I do draw creatures, like, I can upgrade it, I have some interaction to avoid dying. I'm not going to play the Short Sword on one. Just leave up Fungal Infection. If my opponent plays, like, the Dauntless Bodyguard, I want to be able to kill that. Okay, sure. Now I can go ahead and play the sword. Again, leaving up Fungal Infection. This isn't super urgent, and it's efficient later, but I don't see a reason to not leave it up. And yeah, now that I have 4 lands, I am not going to die for a very long time. Okay. 2-1. pretty much exactly what you want to kill with a fungal infection, so that's what I did. And this equipping for 1 is sweet, because I can still play fungal plots and bash in for 2. Yeah. Efficient mana usage this game. Man, I wish this was like scavenging ooze, like I could eat my opponent's creatures. It would be so much better, and it's already really good. It hasn't been amazing in this draft, but I think my deck, that's part of my deck being bad, I just don't have enough creatures. Okay. Swear to God, if this gets hit by another wizard's counterspell. Kinda don't even want to play it. It's not even doing anything yet. Yeah, I'm not walking into that. My opponent's the one who has to do something. Okay. Sure. Yep, this card's solid. It's very big. Let them upgrade a land that they didn't need. Fortunately for them, now I get to do this. This card is disturbing. Like, I don't know why Wizards put this in another set. I believe Mark Mosewater said that every time they do, it's just like this huge battle in R&D, because some people like this card and like the type of gameplay it promotes, but most people do not. Most people think that this design is heinous, that things like this should never be printed. Okay. Didn't I keep a 3-lander? Pretty sure I kept these 4 cards. And we haven't even hit all our colors. If we draw an Ariel, can't even cast it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Opponent's doing something. Oh no! I needed that, opponent! I needed that one. I don't have anything else. You took the only thing in the whole wide world from me. This is definitely not worth it for just doing basically nothing. I needed my opponent to play like 3 Homerid Explorers and mill half my deck. We're just flooding out, not doing anything. I think I'm unlikely to win this game. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not doing anything. Alright. Soon, there won't be any lands left in my deck to draw. We'll just have gotten all of them. Yep. Plains, and... sure, another plains. I got plenty of everything else. I don't know if there's a reason to hold a swamp, but I will. This is so bad. The 1/3 means I can't attack, but I also can't really block. I already burned my fungal infection, which would be the only way to have a 2/2 trade for this 4/3. Oh no, my Saproling, don't make him lose his abilities. That's not the relevant part. The tapping is the problem. Maybe I will just play and kick this just to make this a 4/4. Start eating these creatures, threaten to trade with this. That's not winning. My opponent's still got a million cards, and I need them to walk their creatures into mine to make that work. Yep. Good news is there are only 7 lands in these 24 cards left. Likely to start actually drawing good things. Let's see what could dig me out of this. The Baloth would be really good if they don't have a way to deal with it. Ariel could win the game by herself, because that's what she does. Jeez. No, and they milled themselves. I'm so jealous. Yeah. The writing is on the wall, but this draft hasn't been going for that long, so I might as well finish it out. Okay, we drew a card. Yes. I don't know if I was supposed to play that land. I'm not leaving up enough mana to kick Wild Onslaught. This is a really good start. It threatens a trade with Keldon Raider. And can eat this or trade with this by itself. Doesn't even need the short sword to start being relevant. So short of my actually really good cards, this was one of the better things I could have drawn. Who knows, maybe my opponent will stop attacking if they don't want to trade here. I have to imagine that they're just very easily going to kill all of my stuff and kill me, but I guess I shouldn't be fully yielding. I have this. Yeah, this isn't gonna get a lot better. Oh. Well, MTG Arena decided to tap very poorly for me, so I won't be able to EOT fungal plots, but I think I'll have plenty of mana to do it on my next turn. The way this game prioritizes tapping me out of colors is really tilting. It's even okay for Constructed, because like it does a good job about prioritizing basics before dual lands and leaving up a lot of stuff that way. But whenever you're tapping basics, and especially with the deserts into Monkhet, it just goes nuts and taps so strangely. I don't like the look of this. Fight with fire, just kill me, shoot me for 10. Yeah. I guess that kills that guy. Yeah, sure. Again? Alright. Give this guy a sword. Oh, man. How many? Didn't they have, like, 3 of these? No, just 2. Just the one that took my Icy Manipulator from me, and now this. Was that? Oh, I'm super dead. Super dead. Alright. I was right that I was going to lose that game, although I was not able to predict exactly why. Okay. If you'd asked me immediately after drafting... Oh, they updated these to, like, show how likely... No, it says the same thing for all of them. 1 to 2 bonus packs, 1 to 5. Maybe they're just trying out, like, there's not even a chance of getting 3. That'd be kind of sad. But yeah, if you'd asked me immediately after drafting, oh, would you be happy with a 4-3? I'd be like, yes, deal. That deck was not good. So, that'll be it for this one. Hopefully my next draft goes a little better.